Good morning. This is Dennis from the channel Toward the Mountain. And today I will speak about the topic of silence. What is silence? And silence is the most beautiful thing you can actually achieve. Silence, not only of the surrounding itself, the surrounding can be noisy. It's not a problem. The problem is noise in your head. This kind of white noise which sticks in your head, and you might not even understand that this is the problem. You might get used to it so much that you will not be able to realize that it's not okay, that it sticks in your head non-stop, speaking you something, telling you something, and you are constantly listening to it. You see, the thing is, you are not the mind, and if you are not the mind, if you are not this mind, if you are not thoughts, you don't have to listen to every single thought which comes to your head. Thoughts are pretty disturbing and most of the time useless. The thoughts we have in real life nowadays, majority of time, is just a part of our imagination. We use our imagination to think what if or what when. And I also see it all the time that even in my head, even nowadays, sometimes it just comes to my head, what if now I was there? What if now I've been forced to do this? What if now I would meet somebody? What if now? Always this. What if? What if? What if? What if? It's just imagination. It's the part of your imagination. There is nothing real in it. It's not real. It's just the thought, and thought is just imagination. There is no this situation. You are not there. You will never be there. And if you are there, or if you ever will be there, then once you are there, you will think about what to do. You don't have to think about what to do when you are not there yet. It's like, what's the point of thinking what you would you do if at the moment when you sit on the toilet, right? It doesn't make sense. And the problem with this is that we burn a lot of energy, right? Have you noticed that sometimes you don't have to go work, you don't have to do anything? Maybe it's a holiday. Basically, you can relax and enjoy this time. But instead, and you should have a lot of energy saved, but instead, you burn out at the end. You feel exhausted sometimes. You want to go sleep earlier, even though you expected to stay awake much longer. Why so? Most of the time, it's because of your thoughts. You think too much. You let these thoughts appear. You realize them. You are conscious of them, but you also let them be. You let them be. You let them appear. You let them realize in your head. You let them stick. You let them drain your energy away. At the end of having lots of thoughts and opinions and ideas and what if questions and so on, at the end you feel just tired. You did nothing, you didn't get up from your bed, maybe, but you feel tired already. You want to sleep. Maybe in reality you didn't even burn your body, your energy that much. Maybe. but it just your body wants to shut down. Your brain wants to shut down. Your body exhausted so much, or your body worked too much that maybe your consciousness wants to shut it all down. I don't know. Sometimes I have this feeling that, especially before, when I could spend hours just thinking about something nonstop, developing these opinions, thoughts, ideas, imagination, at the end, I would feel so exhausted, so tired. I could even feel pain in my back. I would come back home after um, my break time. I would be exhausted in the evening, just after this long day of thinking, only thinking, nothing else. No actions, no activities, no really hard working or anything like that. And still, would be very tired. Would come home and just like, I'm tired because of thoughts. Remember that our brain and our thoughts is just the instrument of our consciousness, which must work as a tool, not as a self-controlled computer. It's a tool. When you have a laptop or computer and you use it, do you turn it on, just let it be the way it is? Like your computer is crazy, like same as when you have viruses, right? Maybe different apps will be opening and closing, browser will be opening randomly by itself, searching the stuff which it wants to search, changing the videos which it wants to change, and so on. Like uncontrollable computer. Oh, your mind right now is the same. Uncontrollable computer which just works by itself. What you should do is clear it from viruses. Clear your mind, clear your thoughts, clear the system from this chaotic thinking, chaotic imagination. How? Be conscious of that. Pay attention. Be aware. Thoughts will appear all the time, especially when you just start. You don't need to close your eyes. You don't need to start meditating, like sitting and no need. Your meditation starts now with open eyes, without doing anything. Meditation is doing nothing, but literally doing nothing, including not thinking. That's what meditation is. And you can do it with open eyes too. You need to learn how to clear your mind away from these thoughts. If you can learn how to do it, the rest gonna be super easy. Then you can open your eyes or close your eyes, doesn't matter. The biggest problem in meditations itself is that not that you need to close your eyes and sit straight still for a few minutes. No, the main problem with meditations is that you cannot clear your mind easily. Your mind is full of thoughts. So, as I said, be conscious of that, be aware of that, pay attention. Pay attention to what comes to your head. and never let it stick there. Let it go. Let it go all the time. The thought appeared, let it go. Swipe it. Opinion, idea, what if, doesn't matter. Wherever, any voice in your head. Remember, the voice in your head is your thought. When you start to hear some voices in your head, these are your thoughts. All you need to trying to achieve is silence when there is no voice. Usually at first it comes with a short moment, maybe a few seconds, when there is no any voice in your head. And then your voice will come, a new thought will come. Try to clean it again. Swipe it away. Be conscious of that, be aware of that, and keep silence. It takes time, but and maybe a bit of effort, but if you can do it without closing your eyes, in any place where you are, any situation which you have, if you can do it constantly, then the silence will appear in your head. The silence will appear. You will see it. It is always there. It's actually always there. You just don't see it. And then you see it, and you see it, and you feel it. And once you be silent without thoughts, now you're silent with your thoughts, which make noise. Once you become silent with no thoughts in your head, no, uh, no energy will be drained away from you or burnt out on something pointless and useless like imagination. Once you achieve the complete silence with no thoughts, you start feeling better. No thoughts, no emotions, no questions, nothing. From outside, people would think that you are stressed, or they would think that you are unhappy, maybe mad, maybe angry, but you are not. You are just silent. No, that's it. That's the topic of silence. Thanks so much. I hope that if you feel exhausted or overwhelmed with your thoughts, you feel that you cannot control them, or you feel that you're getting too tired of doing nothing, right? When you sit alone and you get tired after a while because you let your thoughts appear non-stop, then try this practice. Sort of, you can call it wherever you want. You can call it practice or meditation, anything else, doesn't matter, just the words. Try it, and you might feel better. Thank you.